there, fellow marketers. Professor Wolters here, and today we're going to talk about our customer satisfaction surveys. Basically, how do we ask our customers if they enjoyed our product or service? Because this is something you need to do. You need to figure out if they're happy. You need to figure out where issues might lie. You might want to figure out how often they want to buy these products, so you know when to come back and go like, hey, do you need a new one of these? And so what we want to do in this video is just kind of go through some tips and some things for you to focus on and things for you to ask in a customer satisfaction survey, okay? And what you really want to kind of do is just look at the overall satisfaction. That's what we want to test for, because by knowing the overall satisfaction, you can look at different things. Your overall satisfaction with our relationship, the overall satisfaction with our products, the overall satisfaction of our surveys. You're getting a big overall idea of how positive or negative their experience was with you and your company or your organization. And the thing is when you're looking at this overall satisfaction, what you have to realize is there can be a difference, because someone can go to a restaurant and say their bacon sucks, but overall they really like the restaurant. It's not an all or nothing kind of thing, and we want to learn, because even if someone loves our restaurant, if we're still making mistakes somewhere, how can we improve it? Okay, so overall satisfaction, we want to look at that. Another thing you want to look at is intent to repurchase, how likely they're going to come back and buy from you again. So you might ask, were you happy with our products? Would you buy from us again? How likely would you buy from us again? Or you can ask what needs to happen in order for you to repurchase from us again, because then you get a better idea of their kind of purchasing journey, their customer journey, so you know when you should reach out to them again to purchase. So think of questions that will really help them explain their kind of use of your products, how often they use it, because it could be that, oh, I make my decisions in April about my new purchases. Okay, well, I know I need to talk to them before April if they're making that decision then, instead of talking to them in May when it's too late. All right, now another thing you want to look at, and this is a really important one when you're looking at these customer satisfaction surveys, is really looking at the willingness to recommend. Because in the B2B world or the B2C world, personal recommendations go a long way. You trust your friends. You don't trust that commercial that's out there or that professional article or whatever. You don't, no. I trust my buddy that says this was good. I trust that person. Like, there's these people riding their bikes over here on a bike tour. I'm gonna ask them, hey, you're on the bike tour, what do you think about it? I'm gonna believe them. And because they're on it, and that's where willingness to recommend, that's where it becomes really powerful, because people trust their friends. And if your friend recommends you to do something or buy something, you're probably going to do it, because those referrals draw in a lot of business. So we want to see if they're willing to do that, and if they are, well, you know what, we can ask them later, would you like to introduce us to some of your friends, right? And so you think about that. Another thing you want to look at this customer satisfaction survey is the likelihood of a sustained relationship. You're going to look at is how often they're really going to buy this product. When you think about it, if there's a company you come back to and you buy again and again, once a week or once a month, hey, we're going to develop a relationship. But if you're only going to buy their product once in your life, well, then we realize, look, this isn't really a likelihood of a sustained relationship, so maybe we don't focus on the long-term side of it, because we know it's only a one-off thing. But we really do want to have an idea of that long-term relationship. So if you look at it in terms of baby products, when I'm selling baby products to first-time parents, they get their first kid there, they don't know what they're doing, I'm like, look, this is going to be a longer-term relationship. You're going to be buying diapers for a while, and if you got one kid, you're probably going to have 2 or 3 or 9 kids as well, so there could be more coming. And so I know I want to build that relationship to help them out. So what am I going to do? I want to make them feel more comfortable. Oh, first-time parent, here's what you need to know with the swaddling and with the diapers and with these things. And when number 2's on, here's some advice for changing number 2 when number 1 is trying to potty train. I mean, these things like that you can do in order to like strengthen that relationship and make it more likely that your relationship with that customer is going to last. And the thing is when we're looking at satisfaction, what you can really do is really measuring that satisfaction. You can look at really specific aspects of a relationship to see where the satisfaction is coming from or where the satisfaction is going away. So we might look at it in terms of our sales reps, or number of calls our reps make to them, or number of visits our sales reps go and talk to them. I mean, that can influence it. We can look at the quality of the catalogs we send, or quality of the information we share with them. Are we give them everything we need? Are we holding things back? We can start looking at all this and judging on this and asking them questions about that to see if these are things that we're messing up on. Because look, the level of customer service, that can be in there. The speed of customer service, that can be influencing satisfaction as well. And the thing is, when you're asking these questions, you want to make sure you're asking them and comparing to your competition, seeing how they feel about your products versus the competition, or the competition overall, how satisfied with them, so you know, like, hey, where are we not measuring up, or where are we doing better than our competition? Because the thing is, you're going to ask a lot of questions and you'll start seeing some trends out there, some things popping up. You know, if you're an airline and you keep hearing delay, delay, or friendly service, friendly service, friendly service, okay, I'm seeing where we have some issues. Delays are an issue in people's mind, but the friendly service is really making them happy. All right, we got some issues, some things, some strengths we can strengthen and some weaknesses we can work on. The thing is when you're asking these questions, make sure you're asking open-ended questions. Look, I know when you ask open-ended questions, people tell you a lot more, so it's harder to codify, but you can get so much more information than a yes/no question. Did you enjoy your flight? Yes, that's all I got. Maybe it's like, on your last flight, what did you enjoy and what did you not like about your flight with Delta? And then you can go in there, oh, I love the fact that the flight attendants were super nice and everybody was giving out hand sanitizer and everything. What I didn't like is I didn't have my Biscoff cookies and my Jack Daniels for my ginger ale. You know, I mean, and the thing is, you look at that and you say, oh, okay, overall they were pretty happy, but it's just restrictions we have right now that we couldn't do it. Okay, all right, we got an idea there. You want that open-endedness to truly understand what is getting them to be satisfied and what's getting them to be upset. Because they say, no, I'm not going to buy your product again. Don't you want to know why? It's like when people give a down vote, you're like, why? What was wrong with this video? Okay, or they give an up vote. Why did they give that up vote? So tell me, why did you give the up vote or the down vote? Hopefully it's an up vote, but let people know. And what you really have to remember is when you're starting off your satisfaction survey, make sure the survey is really specifically targeting a certain aspect, a certain product, a certain event. So it could be, you know, hey, we're focused this customer service survey on your flight last Thursday with Delta Airlines from Illinois to Georgia. Okay, now that gives me an exact time, because I can think about hundreds of flights I've taken with Delta, but no, we're focused on this one specific flight, so we can analyze that, okay? Because if you ask people just general stuff, oh, general, yeah, I love Delta. Oh, on this exact flight? Well, yeah, there actually was a super friendly flight attendant that we talked to for quite a bit. Yeah, her name was Jill. That was awesome. You want it to be more specific for them, because it helps people focus down on a specific issue or a specific instance, and then you can kind of track it down. If you find out that a lot of people on flight 712 to Atlanta were super happy with the flight attendant that day, then you're like, hey, who were the flight attendants that day? Let's figure this out and see what they did in their kind of way they do flight attending to get that in more flights so more people can be happy. So just something to kind of think about when you are making these customer satisfaction surveys. I hope this can help you out. If you want to learn more, we got plenty of videos on marketing surveys, marketing research, YouTube, social media, on our website, and also on our YouTube channel, Professor Wolters. So I wish you all the best, and I'll say bye from here in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. And yes, we did have a beautiful flight with Delta. Bye.